Yo, what's up my people? Nova Fourth Prince here. I'm bringing a gameplay and commentary on King of the Hill Nasher. I think we did actually lose the game. There was some bots in at the start and then bots leave. I was playing with my man Gunner, Meister and my man Nova Sinner as well. I know Sinner lagged out and I think Gunner had to go somewhere, but it was a loss, but I didn't do too bad and it was a good fun game, even though the other team's shotgun seemed to be ridiculous. But anyway, enough about that. What this commentary today is about, I know a lot of people kind of do these real stories and type things on their channels, and yo, I got more stories than Charles Dickens, man, I ain't even joking. So yeah, but the story today, or the first one of this series, is about the first time I ever had alcohol. I'm not sure if it is the proper first time because there is another story, but I'll hold that. I think that was probably after this event. But I went on holiday to Belgium on a camping trip, and it wasn't with my mum or anything. It was one with like a group. I think it was called Gingerbread, something like that. Went with a group, so it was just like me and loads of other London estate kids, as you may say. So we all went on holiday together and went to Belgium camping. And I think it was the last day of the holiday. One of my mates, can't remember who it was, one of my mates said, "Oh, let's get drunk tonight. Let's go and buy some beer." Now I was 9, okay, so I don't know, but in Belgium it seemed at that time, I don't know when, I mean this would have been 84, 85, so I guess in them days in Belgium, or maybe now in Belgium, you can buy alcohol at any age, because 9-year-olds in this country trying to buy alcohol, it ain't happening. There's no way it's happening. So I don't know if they're stricter over there now, but I know we went into this shop and I didn't think we was going to get served at all. And anyway, we just went up and took some stubbies, a Stella Artois, I can remember it now. It was like, and they're stubbies, I don't know if you guys in America, they're like little bottles of beer, so they're kind of like half pints, I want to say. So we got like, I think it must have been 8 or 10 of them in a packet, walked out the shop, bought them. I still couldn't believe that 9-year-olds were buying alcohol. Walked out, bought them, and I didn't finish my half a pint, and this is beer, half a pint of beer. I didn't finish my stubby bottle. There was still, I think, about maybe half left. Could have been a bit less. I want to man up now, but I was only 9, so I drank my alcohol, and I was just ill. Like honestly, like by the time I tried to finish my first beer, I was ill. I don't know if it's because like first time or whatever, and it just got in my system and I couldn't handle it or what, but I was ill, really ill. Like I didn't feel good at all. So I think that night I went to bed early and that in the camp, in the tent and whatever, and then obviously the next day all the grown-ups who took us on holiday were kind of packing away the tents. So I think all the kids, we all went over to the park, which was just near where on the campsite, just near to where the tents were, like, and we went over there onto the park, and everyone else was playing on the swings and everything, but I was so ill still in the morning. I was like, I didn't want to go on the swings, I didn't want to go on the slide or the roundabout, no, God, just nothing. I didn't want to do anything, I just wanted to lay down. So I just like laid down next to the park, right next to it, man, just on the grass where everyone was playing. Like I was just next to them, man. I mean the swings, I could have probably like reached out really well and grabbed the swings and just laid down and went to sleep. Just had to sleep, man. Just had to have a sleep. I was so poorly. Anyway, I wake up by this little French boy come up to me and he's going, "Party gone." Just like woke me and said, "Party gone." And I was like, I don't understand what you're saying. What? He's going, "Party gone. Party gone." And I looked around, there was just no one in the park. Everyone, it was a full park before I went to sleep. After I gone to sleep, it was an empty park. So I'm just like, where they gone? I was saying to the French boy, where they gone? I swear this French lad, the only word in English he could say was "party gone." And I run back to like where the tents were. I like dragged this French boy with me, run back to where the tents were, and where the tents were, they weren't. There was just like, you know the yellow stains when you take up a tent and the grass is like yellow and stuff? There was just loads of yellow square stains. And I was in tears. I was like 9-year-old. I'm stuck in Belgium alone. Oh, it's the tears, I was crying. I'm grabbing this French boy, like screaming at him, going, where are they? Where are they? All he say to me is, "Party gone." Like, yo, work that one out, my friend. So I was just running around the campsite, honestly, screaming. Run up to the top of the campsite, and luckily, the coach was just about to leave though. I ain't joking, nothing. If it weren't for that French boy, man, I might have been brought up as a Belgian, you know. But they were there and no one was bothered. I just come on the coach and they were just like, oh, they would have gone without me, man. They would have left me there in Belgium. So yeah, I kind of, I think after that I didn't really actually have another drink until I was 21, to be honest. I think it certainly put me off alcohol, like really badly put me off alcohol. But lucky enough I didn't get left in Belgium. I told my mum as well when I got back, I just said, you know, they nearly left me in Belgium, mum. And she didn't seem too bothered. I reckon they were doing it on purpose, man. I wasn't a bad child or anything, but why do you want to try and... No one cared, they were going to leave me in Belgium, man. If someone tried to leave one of my kids in Belgium, there'd be some trouble, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, but yeah, that was a mad holiday as well. I've got more time on this than I thought. There was also, we went to Holland one day. I think it might have been Amsterdam, but obviously we was 9, so we went to Amsterdam, and there was a lot of older kids on the holiday as well, about 16. I think they got in trouble doing other things in Amsterdam. But when we got to Amsterdam, like me and my crew, there was like this shop, and it had like samurais, knives, just all the weapons ever. In Amsterdam, this shop had just tons and tons of weapons, and all we was thinking about, we saw this samurai, and we was all like, it was like, I think it was 16 francs. Sure, it was 16 francs. I think we all had like 2 or 3 francs each. So we was all going to put our money together, put all the money together and buy a samurai. But just as we were getting our money out and counting what we had, we was like, okay, who's going to keep the samurai? And we was like, well, you know what I mean, maybe we could have it, I could have it Monday, Tuesday, and you could have it. And then we were saying, well, we only see each other once a week, so we'd have to do it like a week each. So in the end, we just said, we'll leave that. Let's see what else they got. And they had these like little butterfly knives or bassoons, you know, the ones you can flick around your hands and that, and they were like 3 francs. So just all of us just like bought them. We just all went in the shop straight away, 9-year-olds buying butterfly knives. Man, I'm glad they don't do holidays like they used to in the 80s for children, man, because yo, so we all come out with butterfly knives, all of us, and we went and sat down near this pond, and one of my mates, I think his name was Terry, and he had his knife. I don't know what he was doing with it, trying to like flick it around his hands and stuff. And he dropped it in the pond in the middle of this, like in the middle of Amsterdam, just like this little pond bit. He just dropped it in the bottom, and before you know it, man, he's stripping off his clothes, man, down to his boxer shorts. He just jumps in this pond, man, and like proper disappears. I mean, you know when someone goes in a pond or something and they're gone, and you're like, are they gonna come back up? Have they drowned? What? And it was like, it felt like ages, and then he just popped his head back up out of the water, and he's got like I want to say seaweed, but obviously a pond, so it wasn't seaweed, but he had all like green seaweed stuff on his face, breathing like and he goes back under again looking for his butterfly knife, man. Obviously he never found that, because that pond was just dirty, mate. It was like, oh, it's just horrible. But I just could never stop laughing the way he just went down and was delving down deep to try and find his butterfly knife. In the end, because the same day when we was in Holland, a lot of the older guys actually got, and they were like 16, 17, they actually got arrested. I don't know exactly what happened, but they all got arrested, and there was a rumour going around with all of us that they were all going to get searched at customs. So all of us who had bought our butterfly knives were like, we had to get rid of our butterfly knives. My one, I kept it for a few nights, and then I just buried it around the back of the tent one night. I can even remember where it is. If I knew where the actual campsite was, it's probably still there. I just like dug a hole with the knife, and then like said goodbye to it, and then chucked it in this little hole and filled it in, just in case I could ever come back and have it. But I was too scared of going through customs at 9 with a butterfly knife. But yo, that was a crazy holiday, man. I don't think they do holidays for children like they used to do when I was a kid. But yeah, I want to bring you more of these things as well, more of these stories. I'll see how this one goes, otherwise I just keep my stories to myself if need be. But yeah, I shall leave a link in the description to my man Sinua, who'd been lagged out and turned into a Marcus randomly. I shall leave a link to his channel, I shall leave a link to Meister's channel, and I shall leave a link in the description to my man Gunner's channel as well. So just in case you guys ain't subbed or checked out any of their content, you know what I mean, click on the links, go over, have a look and see what you think, people. So yeah, what else have I got coming? I've got loads of stuff coming this year. I am really gonna hit YouTube quite a bit harder. I know I can do daily uploads. It's just I want quantity and quality. I want to try and get the best of both worlds. I know sometimes you do videos and you look back at them and you go, oh, it's not a good video, it's not good gameplay, my commentary was awful, or in my case a lot of the time I said something which was completely wrong and untrue, but because I'm commentating, my mouth just lets me run away. So, and just putting the effort into it as well, so it is a lot of effort, but I do also want to make sure that I bring good content, and that's what it is. Anyway, I think that's going to end, people. So on that note, I'm going to say, yo, much love and peace.